Ooh, where am I? Why am I all the way up here? Hello. Okay, there we go. That's better. Jump scare again. Oh no. Welcome to the Europeans. Oh yes. Yeah, we are in European time right now. Was she hiding behind us? Because I thought I would be smart and like pull up, you know, a few different things. And then I minimized my screen and it minimized everything instead. So it's okay. We are still working out the kinks over here. But today I did want to do an Ask Me Anything because a lot of you guys had some great questions in my debut stream. And also on the interwebs and in the Discord. So feel free to ask away. We're just gonna yap today. Affiliate, yes, we made Twitch affiliate as well. We got the amazing news. It was this morning. It was a great thing to wake up to. So. Have I played Star Trek Online, or is the first time gonna be with you? My first time is gonna be with you, Whiskey. I'm gonna pop my Star Trek Online cherry with you. But yes, yeah, that is super exciting, and thank you guys so much. It would not have happened without you guys and all the support you showed on my debut stream. But yeah, we're working out emotes, so hopefully we'll get some good emotes coming soon. Let's see. Did you ever visit the shipmate of the original CV6? No, I have not, unfortunately. I have not. I know you mentioned working the M240 in messages and talent when I asked you, but how was working with that thing? Good or bad memories? I mean, it's kind of neutral. Again, I wouldn't say that I'm like that much of a I guess you could say gun enthusiast. I mean, I shoot when I like if my friends say, okay, we're gonna go to the range. Like I'll go with them. So it's kind of neutral. Like I don't really have any good or bad involving it. Is it true that in the Navy you gotta eat ice cream first before everything else when they serve food? That's not true. But you are, you know, you're an adult. So if you want to eat ice cream beforehand, absolutely go for it. Like nobody's gonna stop you. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Ooh. I'm not supposed to curse 5 minutes into the stream. Oh well, this is why I need a swear jar. Anyway, you know what? Just go for it. Go for it. Today, shake things up a little bit. Even if you're not in the Navy, just go get some ice cream before you eat your dinner. You know, just be fun. 5 minutes, it's been 9. Okay, 4 minutes that I've had screen time. So I guess we're close. Admiral said starting soon screen does not count. Yeah. So I've gotta be careful. I thought you were just on YouTube. That's here too. No, I stream on Twitch and then I will be uploading my VODs onto YouTube for everyone to watch later because I kind of stream at an interesting time for the US folks because I live in Scandinavia. So it is currently 7 p.m. here, but over there it's like 1 p.m. So I'm catching people on their lunch breaks, so in case they don't want to spend their lunch breaks here, they can go watch it over there. It's 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. 7 p.m. Yeah, I know time zones. They're tricky. Actually, funny Navy story. Do you guys know what Zulu time is by chance? Or like standard time? Like UTC. We call it Zulu time in the Navy. UTC. So basically, it is just a standard time for the entire world. For anybody that's operating, and we use it in the Navy just because it's easy for all units to understand. So if you put something in UTC time, like somebody who's halfway across the world is gonna know, like, you know, what's going on with you. So anyway, we cross the international date line. And obviously when you cross the international date line, you either go forward or back in date. But Universal Standard Time, like, still stays the same. So I was an E2 at the time. Like, I was super new to the shop. I was in message center in radio, so I sent messages out all day. And Zulu time is a big part of that. And my watch officer just straight up said, like, oh no, like we went back a day. Like you need to change the date on this. I was like, dude, it's standard time. I was like, you could hokey pokey across the international date line and Universal Standard Time is still gonna be the same. And he had a full-blown argument with me to the point where our chief had to get involved and basically call him an idiot sandwich and say, hey dude, like Universal Standard Time, it's not gonna change. Hey Animarchy, where's my CAC? Oh god, I still have my first one because I thought I lost it. I hole punched it myself though, so God forbid somebody gets a hold of it. But yeah, it's rough. It's the boot camp one, like the the one where everybody looks like washed out and they all blend in with the wall. Yeah, that one. What is it? Why is it called sleep schedule when you sleep in schedule? Out of the oven, eat the sleep. What? Have you witnessed, taken part in the Navy ceremony for crossing the equator? Yes. Yeah, I am a shellback. I actually have my certificate here. I could tell you exactly where I crossed. Let's see. Let me look over. We got 00 south, obviously, and then 83 degrees, 29 east is where I crossed. So if you want to look that up, you can, see where it all happened. For people who are saying what the crossing the line ceremony is, I can't really tell you exactly what happens during it. Also because if I tell you exactly what happens, I could get the ban hammer. So, but basically it is a big deal when you cross the equator as a sailor. I believe it started as a British tradition. Somebody can fact check me on that. But they essentially make you go through this whole ceremony to prove that you are not a pollywog and that you are a shellback. So yeah, there's a few different ceremonies kind of like that. There's also the blue nose ceremony. So yeah, it's like when you go through the Arctic Circle. I did not get up that high north. So hey Josie, what's up? Sorry, my voice is going out. It's like super duper dry today. You like my model? Thank you. I'm gonna take a sip of water because, like, wow. If it's anything, no, there is no there is no drinking on U.S. ships. Actually, there's one situation, and that is the I'm having brain farts. That is if you are out to sea for longer than, I believe, 50 days or 55 days, not Steel Beach Picnic. Ugh, I'm like blanking. Holy crap. I had only one of these in my career, thank God. And we were out to sea for 84 days straight, so we did get it. But essentially, you are allowed to have two beers, and that is it. And you have to drink within a box, essentially, because they want to make sure like you are not getting crazy. The kid gets a pirate flag, but it can't drink. Yes, literally. Spraying of the hoses. Shh, Anamarchy. we can't talk about the spraying of the hoses. Oh my gosh. I have visited the Mo Museum. I have. Yes, I have. Yeah, it is at captain's discretion. Why am I blanking so much on this? Oh my gosh. Oh god. And I keep thinking of beer on the pier, but like beer on the pier is something completely different. That's like if you pull into a port and like you whatchamacallit? There's no like bar area. The chiefs essentially like sell beer and raise money for the Chiefs mess. But it's not beer on the pier. Oh, beer day, that's what it is. Why did that take me so long? But yeah, essentially beer day is like you go 50 days straight without a port, and then the CO can authorize a beer day. So VFleet makes me want to join the Navy. Oh god. It makes you wish you could re-enlist. I will say, I miss the people. Like, you know how they say, like, you miss the clowns, but you don't miss the circus? That's exactly how I feel. I do kind of miss going out to sea, though. It is, like, very calming, because there's, like, not a lot going on, you know? You just kind of chill. So VFleet inspires you? That is awesome. I hope it inspires a lot of people. I hope it inspires a lot of people to like visit their local museums, whether it is Navy or whether it's military. You know, we go to your local museum instead of touching grass, because like a lot of people say, oh, touch grass. No, go to your local museum. Absolutely. I don't think you saw my question earlier. Yeah. If I don't answer something, just put it back in the chat. Just so I can see it, because sometimes I yap and then I'll look like back at my camera, And I won't say it. So I don't think you saw my question earlier. Did you ever work with STGs aboard your carrier? I heard they're sending more and more to CBNs. Yes, actually one of my friends was an STG on the ship. So Admiral says that you guys are not allowed to get thong. Sorry guys. He said navel up. You guys are not allowed to have abs. Maybe if you guys behave, you can have abs later. That or shoulders. Or shoulders. You guys can vote. Abs or shoulders. But yeah, Admiral put the kibosh on that. Can't stay long, just wanted to say hi. Hello. Zoom into the abs. If you guys behave, I will zoom into the abs. How about that? Repeating question. Yes, please do repeat questions. Do you have any funny interactions with Marines? Oh boy, do I have funny interactions. Are you allowed to tell us what ship you were on? Yes, I have no problem saying what ship. I was on the USS Abraham Lincoln, so I was on a Nimitz class. As for Marines, so my second deployment, we had Marines on board because we got F-35s. I would say my shining moment with my partner in crime and myself was when we flicked a, yeah, you know what, I can say it. I flicked a cigarette underneath the door of their, of their berthing because they didn't have, their cash cards yet. Basically, any payment you do on the ship, you have to have a cash card and you have to go through the ship store, and they didn't have them quite yet. So they were really low on their nicotine. So I decided that would be a great idea because I heard it from my instructor who said to do it. And boy, was it great. They fought for that one, almost to the death. So yeah. Yeah, I can say that now. I have my DD-214 blanket. I 100% did that, and I have zero regrets. What was the weirdest experience you had on the aircraft carrier? Oh, weirdest question. Let me think on that one. I'm gonna answer what are your thoughts on the F-14 or F-4 Phantom 2, any variant, and no Lucy bias. I'm gonna have Lucy bias. Of course I'm gonna have Lucy bias. Now I'm really thinking about my weirdest thing. That's why I need to focus on one question at a time. I'm trying to think. There were I have a lot of weird stories. I'm just trying to think of a really good one to tell. The problem with my stories is I don't write them down, and literally somebody will say, oh, hey, remember this? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that. Or somebody will trigger a memory for me. I'm like, oh yeah, that was really stupid. We definitely did that. Habu! Hello! I ship it, Eve Lucy. That's what I'm saying. You can't ask me for no Lucy bias. You can't. Are people in the Navy aware of anime ship girls like Azraleen? Yes. Yeah. They definitely are. There's a lot of weebs in the Navy. I feel like that shouldn't be too much of a surprise, but we have traded pinup girls from the 50s for anime waifus, 100%. After shift, I used to go down to my coworkers, and we would just watch anime, right after watch, until we all got tired. But yeah. Let's see. Reading is hard. On the carrier, did CWIS ever act up or no? Not really. What do you mean? Like tracking, or we didn't really have any CWIS problems. That I know of. Of course, I was not an FC. I had friends who were FCs, but I was not an FC, so I would not know In particular, if we had any issues with CWiz. Did anyone paint anime girls on a jet? No, but I wish they did. I wish they did. The only things that were on our jets were just the names and the call signs of the pilots. We didn't really have a lot of fun. Actually, we had a Jolly Roger on one of the VFA jets, but that was it. It's kind of up to the squadron whether they want to paint their jets or not, and unfortunately, like they just weren't super fun with their painting. Just slap a quick small sticker on the fuel tanks. Exactly. I can't wait to see F-35 with Hatsune Miku on the side. I would love that. Personally, would love that. Yeah, I'm trying to think, Remy, of like a good funny stories. I definitely have them. Best call sign among the pilots, fetus. I don't know the reason behind the call sign. I actually never figured it out. Normally I would find the pilot and ask them, like, yo, what is the deal with that? My second favorite is probably Cone. And Cone got his call sign because he was in Pensacola for flight training. I guess I don't really know the ins and outs of the pilot program, so you'll have to forgive me. But he stole a traffic cone and got caught in downtown Pensacola. So he got the call sign Cone. He did spend overnight in the slammer. But yeah, it's fetus followed by Cone, and the reason is because I know Cone's backstory. Unfortunately, I do not know. If I ever find him again, I will absolutely be asking him. But yes. Hello, Eve bot. You think I'm a bot? Oh, that's kind of sad. Yeah, you can ask me some questions. Again, if I don't answer your question, just throw it back in the chat because I get distracted easily, as you can see. Let's see. Call sign is 8-ball. Is there a reason behind that? We need to hear the story. We need to hear the story. It's okay, branding is hard. Honestly, yes. Very, very much so. I gotta lurk vanish. Cause work. You know what? Yeah, that's kind of important. I appreciate the lurk though. Definitely. I remember when I did a tour of the Hornet with the Admiral, he said during World War II, if a plane lands on the wrong carrier, it will be going back to the ship defaced. Did something like that ever happen? No, we did not have any unauthorized landings, thankfully. And no close calls from what I understand. So, yeah, that's, I guess kind of boring, you know, in that case, but so you're an ace pilot? Absolutely not. I was an IT. I'm a big fucking nerd. But I was comms. ITs in general get completely split. It went through a great schism essentially, where we are broken up into network ITs, radio ITs, and then there's also ITs who do information assurance on the carrier. So it's like three major divisions of ITs, and yeah, I was radio. So, and then once I got out, I moved to doing network stuff. But I'm a big fucking nerd. I'm definitely not some high-speed, low drag badass or a pilot or anything cool like that. It's civilian IT. I level with you. I fear the most action I get is turning something off and back on again. Not really Army or Navy Army related, but rather unfortunately ironic nickname. You have a unfortunately ironic nickname. Oh no. Oh no. We have a lot of ITs in the chat. Oh yes. My call sign is billboard because I clipped the sign and busted APU mid-taxi and then took an actual billboard on landing. I like that too. That might actually beat out cone. That's pretty good. The only reason I resonate with cone so much is because everybody who is stationed in Pensacola pulls that trick at least once or tries to. He just actually managed to get caught, which is impressive in my opinion. But yeah. You're still working on your call sign? My suggestion is, just because like most of the call signs are actually given, you know, have your friends try to brew up some you know, have some ideas. I'm trying to pay attention, but your IT issued with the 240? No. I mean, when you are on a carrier, there are collaterals or not collaterals, but like temporary billets that you can do where you can shoot like security forces. But I just have friends who are really into it, so that's why. I was never in the service, but I went to the National Flight Academy summer camp in NAS Pensacola twice. Call sign was chaos. First time because I had too much in my life going on. Oh no. Pepper second time because my chief wanted mine to be a Beatles reference. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Let's see. Yes, that carrier Kaga, that is true. You can be ordered to man the 240 during general quarters or watch in general. Luckily, I did get out of the security forces, I guess, cranking. But my friend did it for 2 years. She got stuck in security forces, unfortunately. Back when I was at high school, a long ass time ago, I got the nickname Lurch. Yes, the zombie butler from the Addams Family, because of being the second tallest one there, rarely never smile, practically half dead without coffee, and showed up to school one day with a butler suit due to having a job interview immediately after. That's pretty good. Oh, you're trying to go VBSS? That's dope. That is dope. I remember you said you were in Hawaii. Have you visited the USS Arizona? Yes, and I saluted the USS Arizona for 30 minutes straight. Unfortunately, manning the rails, and my shoulder went numb, and I felt like such a little bee, because like, you know, people gave the ultimate sacrifice, and here I am complaining about my shoulder hurting. Like, really, I need to go touch some grass. Let's see. But yeah, I think one of my potential call signs would be moist. Oh, there are some people who do not like that word. Raise your hand, chat, if you don't like that word. But I'm like, is there a reason? Is there a reason? Does anyone remember the F-35 pilot that had this call sign Catboy? What? Moist makes me think of Moist Critical. True. Shout out to Charlie. He's never gonna see this. I can only think of Charlie when I hear Moist. Oh god. Oh goodness. Touch grass in the Navy. Yeah, I don't know what else. Touch water, touch seawater, touch salt. I don't really know what you would say for the Navy. But really, I really needed to touch some grass there, because that was a little ridiculous, dude. It's being a little dramatic there. Is there one thing you didn't think about that you missed once you were on cruise? Oh, like while I was deployed? Food. There was a lot of food that I missed. There were some times that, like, you know, they had some interesting choices for food, especially if we were like going for a long time without a RAS or replenishment at sea, for a multitude of reasons. And yeah, we got lemons as a fruit choice once. I think I told that story in the Discord, but They're required to give the government plate, so that includes like your veggies, your fruits, your protein, like, you know, the whole pyramid thing. You know, you have to have your grains and all that stuff. Yeah, in order to fulfill the fruit portion of that, they just decided, fuck it, we serve lemons. Did I enjoy my time on the Abe Lincoln? And was there any carrier that you wanted to be stationed on but couldn't? I did enjoy my time on the Lincoln. I definitely would not change it, but I actually did not want to be Blue Water Navy. Initially, I wanted to be Greenside, and I wanted to set up Wi-Fi and antennas on land and be boots on ground and kick doors. Because I was supermoto at one point. But I am actually very glad I went Blue Water Navy for a few different reasons. Obviously, I wouldn't have the experience that I do now. And it is just such a different military in general. I have since figured out that when you are on a ship, it is very different. And people do look for that experience on ships. So yeah, blue side, best side. I have to agree now, but at the time I was actually really upset because my first set of orders were to an expeditionary unit, and then I got put on the Lincoln for needs of the Navy because she was deployed at the time. So yeah, I was kind of upset. I was a little salty, but it all worked out in the end. Let's see. Do you know anyone who got assigned to the USS Constitution? Yes! I tried for the USS, Constitution, but, yeah. At the time, like, ITs were undermanned, like, severely undermanned, so they essentially said, like, no, you can't, do that, but there were a few people, I think 2 from my division who got chosen for Constitution duty. But yeah, it is interesting because the Constitution duty, yes, it is a special assignment. You essentially are unrated for 2 years, and then you have to strike rate. So even if you signed a contract to be like, I don't know, like an HM or something like that, you essentially have to give up your rate. And then you have to be undesignated for 2 or 3 years, and then you can strike a rate afterwards. But yeah, it's kind of, and that kind of sucks because you can't take advancement exams, so you're stuck at like E3 for a while. I don't know if they're allowed to say where they were deployed. I have no problem saying where I deployed. I deployed to the Middle East, so 5th Fleet. Oh, I see it, Anamarchy. Thank you. I'll pull up the lay Discord. But I deployed to the Middle East for my first deployment, and then my second deployment, I was South China Sea. So I essentially, yeah, I did two tours. Do 5th Fleet Bahrain. Yeah, I was in Bahrain twice for a total of 16 days altogether. I do miss one restaurant from Bahrain though. You Make We Bake on American Alley. That place is fire. Oh my god. I had the best milkshake there, like the best chocolate milkshake. And they have amazing food, and like they will basically customize anything you want, and the menu is thick with 3 C's. American Alley is crazy. Listen, okay? Essentially, when I was PCSing to the ship, they kind of just dropped me in Bahrain and said, okay, good luck, for 6 days. So, and like, I literally had 0 supervision at that point. So American Alley is the first place I went. I did have a friend who was stationed in Bahrain, so I met up with him, and that's where he suggested. And then my second time in Bahrain, I had 2 more friends that ended up being stationed there, so I got to meet them for Thanksgiving. So that was fun. Do you have a favorite Navy aircraft besides Lucy? Probably the 35. I know, and it's not really Navy, but we did have 35s on my second deployment, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I loved watching it break the sound barrier. That shit was so cool. But yeah, I know it's not technically Navy, it's Marines, but yeah. Marines are like property of the Navy. The Navy is daddy to them. They're Department of the Navy, so. I missed somebody's question. Let's see. Oh, I can't go up. Oh. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my spot. Oh, fifth time's a charm. Okay, thoughts on converting Greyhound to carrier-borne AC-130? Friend IRL did a blueprint. Says, Kirsty, think Bushmaster autocannon and MK-19 grenade launcher. Oh, that is above my pay grade. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know a ton about aircraft. I know like basics, but that is one warfare qualification that I did not get. I did surface and I did information, but I did not do aircraft. So unfortunately, I don't have much of an opinion on that. I will say that like the Greyhound was a rough ass landing. 100% would not do it again. So if you don't mind, since you're saying what ship you were on, do you think that you can post a fleet patch? I don't know what it's called, but I'd like to add it onto your jacket. I do not have any more of my patches. They got lost in a move, so unfortunately I don't have them. Although the patch that the Lincoln currently has is just like a regular, you know, like a regular their symbol, and you can look it up on Wikipedia. So yeah, unfortunately lost a lot of my patches in the move. It sucks, but it is what it is. Legally licensed to fly Predator drones. Oh god, we're gonna be flying stuff tomorrow on Ace Combat, and I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Sometimes driving a car can be rough for me. Thoughts on the Truman Under Fire? Which part? Or oh god, this is awkward. Which part? The part where they were prepping for a straight transit and, you know, kiboshed a merchant ship, or, you know, taken down, or I guess that was the strike group in general. That wasn't the carrier, but which part? Yeah, it's rough. I don't think they're gonna get a battle-y, to be frank. What kind of internet access do you guys have on an aircraft carrier? What kind of entertainment do you have? Gaming. Okay, so my first deployment, there was no internet access besides like the ship like the ship computers that are like hooked up to drops. On my second deployment, they had started playing around with Wi-Fi. So yeah, we're gonna, I mean, some big decks have it, and obviously it gets secured for certain things, but yeah, they are trying to put Wi-Fi on a lot of the ships. For entertainment, really, it is you download movies and then you watch them off of a hard drive. LAN parties, not in the way that you think. Like, you can hook up laptops together, but like there's no Wi-Fi, and you are definitely not plugging into the ship's network with your personal computer. So yeah. As for like talking with family, my first deployment was more, you had to do it through email or mobile Facebook. Mobile Facebook is literally m.facebook, and it is just a very, very skin and bones version of Facebook. that you can still use chat through. Actually, I think they got rid of it. And then my second deployment, because we had the Wi-Fi, like people could just kind of go on their phones. The Wi-Fi also isn't throughout the entire ship. It's in the galleys or like in community areas. So you can't like go back to your rack and just like go and text people, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how you get a visit from the FBI. True, that's how you get a visit from IA, and they're like, knock knock, motherfucker, what did you just plug in? When I was asking if you were ace pilot, I was referring to your VTuber character. No, I am the personification of the USS Enterprise CVN-80 that is still in the yards and is constantly getting delayed, unfortunately. But she is a Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carrier. Are the beds cozy over there? If you put a mattress topper on top. If you don't, you can for sure have some really rough back problems. but yes Eve is legally -3 years old. Jesus. Oh god. It's Dad. Hey MJ, what's up? Hey Lucy, how's it going? But yeah. Let's see. There should be using parts of CVN 65 for 80s construction as per the usual routine. Yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm curious what parts they will use from her. And I hope, like, on the Lincoln, there's actually a museum that's dedicated to Abraham Lincoln. I'm kind of hoping that Enterprise will have the same thing. It's in the officers' passageway, right off the O brow, or the officer's brow. And it's essentially for like visitors to go and walk through, and they can see stuff from the ship. But wait, Admiral is technically a mom? Yes. Yeah, he is mother. As much as he doesn't want us to say that. And they call me mother. But yes, he is mother. You have a small piece of grandma in your lounge room? Oh, that is sick. That is sick. Oh yeah, let me read your thing. I pulled up the community Discord just for this, and I got fucking distracted. What else is new? Welcome to Eve's stream. You have a 100% chance of getting absolutely fucking distracted. But anyway, okay. I'm gonna put on my storytelling voice. This is Animarchy's story about how he got his call sign. All right. Okay, so to be clear, it's a DCS call sign. I'm a sim pilot, not a real Navy aviator, so keep that in mind, folks. Returning from a mission in an F-14 Bravo after shooting down 3 MiG-29s. The flight was rough and had no munitions left on board, and thus I'm coming in very light. I haven't had the chance to plug, so I'm also very low on gas. The problem is that the F-14 is very aerodynamic, and the entire aircraft is a lift surface, so getting her into the right AOA and then getting her to settle on the ground is impossible. Or setting into the groove, sorry. I need to blow up this shit because I'm reading from kind of far away. Anyways, I enter a pattern in state 1.5, hook down, gear down, begin the approach. No matter what I try though, I can't get AOA right without Tomcat climbing out of the groove. I have the VLC and the speed brake out. Nothing will slow this thing down, so I have to drop the nose, cut power to try and get back in, only for the hook to skip bolter. So I try again, bolter, and again, bolter. I bolter 8 times until eventually I get frustrated, so I have 500 pounds of gas left. I cut the throttle, max out AOA. I'm 2 feet above the deck, snatch the 4-wire, and almost go over the angle into the water. Therefore, from that day forward, I was known as 8-Ball. 8 bolters landing long. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Hey, Adrian, what's up? Texas School says, you're a Navy veteran. Yes. Yeah, I am. I did 4 and out, though, so not a badass. That is pretty good, though. That is very, very funny. The pilot is here. Yes. Let's see. Let me catch up while I was reading that. Okay, so not a lot going on. We were all listening. It's pretty good story. It's practically all of VFleet here? Oh, I don't know. It is kind of, I don't know, what is that? 12 p.m. PST? So people are at lunch. We're having lunch. What are we having for lunch? Somebody just said pickle. Are you having a pickle for lunch? And unable to get our hands or minds off Eve. You ever crossed the Panama Canal during your service? No, I did not. No Panama Canal for me. No. Lunch, man. Now I'm hungry. Fair. What period of military history are you interested in? Ooh, okay. There's quite a lot. Obviously, when women came into the military, so anything like waves, or wax, I am like super interested in. But yeah, that's like my thing. Because we love strong ladies and we love win women. Just that's it. Win women. We love win women. So damn, I bet you would have enjoyed seeing how the canal operates. Yeah, I would have. I kind of got to my ship at an awkward time where they had already done all the straight transits for the most part. So I didn't really get like super fun, you know, super fun transits or restricted maneuvering doctrine and all that fun stuff. Unfortunately, actually, that's not true. I did go through one straight, and that was the Strait of Hormuz, but just a joke question here, but how solid are your abs? Oh, that reminds me. Somebody asked me on Twitter what flavor my abs would be, and I have no idea. So I think we should think of something. If Adrian's still in here, he's gonna be like Baja Blast, everything Baja Blast. It's a cherry. But yeah, I don't know. I think my abs are pretty solid. You know what? You guys have been pretty good. We'll show some abs. we'll show some abs real quick. Just you know, bam, abs. Okay. All right. I gotta keep the abs to a minimum. Otherwise, the admirals can be like, no, do not show them the abs. They did not earn it. I say you guys earned it. You earned the abs. Lemon and sea salt flavor. Baja Blast ab sweat. Oh god. I feel tired. It's only 8 p.m. What the hell? I feel like that means you're getting old. Yeah. Because I also start, I mean, it's 8 p.m. now. I'm kind of rocking for a little bit, but I also slept pretty good last night, so. Let's see. Ruby says watermelon, and Agent agrees. Agent agrees. Tastes like Monster Energy. Honestly, if this had been like 4 years ago, it would probably taste like, you know, Monster Energy. Wait, how much more donos for the Hornet till the Admiral dresses up as Miku? Oh, I did tell him that I was going to put that on here. He's in chat right now. Actually, Admiral, yeah, how much more do we have to raise until you dress up like Hatsune Miku? For those of you who don't know, Josie. No comment. Oh my god. Yeah. So anyway, if we raise $5,000, the Admiral must dress up like Hatsune Miku. But I don't know what the count is at now. I don't know. Let's see. I can neither confirm nor deny without the secretary's approval. Well, you know what? I have the receipts. Where I asked you how much, hypothetically, it would take. And then you named your price. And then Josie said, fuck yeah, we ball. And she advertised it. Hello, secretary, here, I approve. Oh gosh. Whoops, spilled something. Oh, there's the link to donate to the Hornet. Obviously, we are going to the Hornet. I put going in quotes because I will be there virtually for CarrierCon. And as you can see in the corner, we have a nice little code in case you want to attend, and you can get $5 off the purchase of your tickets. So yeah, woohoo, CarrierCon, absolutely. I was there in person last year, and I can definitely say that it is a kick-ass con. And I'm so upset that like the stars didn't align for me to be there in person this year, but it is a kick-ass con. Definitely recommend, even if like you're not usually a con person, everybody there is super duper fucking cool, and obviously we're all gonna be there doing meet and greets. So yes, please show the Hornet some love, and in exchange for your monetary love, the Admiral will dress up as Miku. Favorite food I had on board? Oh, probably hamsters. Hamsters is chicken cordon bleu. Hamsters is pretty good. It's pretty decent. We do love some hamsters. Also because like that was like the one thing that they couldn't really mess up because it was frozen, so they just like shove it in the oven. And you know, it's very good. It's very good. I mean, I can see how they are edible. Yes, yeah. The Navy names for food combos always get me. The only one I can think of is hamsters and like shit on a shingle. But ma'am, are we allowed to swear? Yes, I swear all the time. I'm a sailor. I lead by example. Feel free. Yeah, we don't really take offense to that here. But yeah. Josie said, everybody's like, I take this opportunity to put a singular swear word in the chat. Josie's starting it off. Do you call boiled steamed puddings babies' heads across the pond? No, I have never heard of that one, but I kind of like it. I mean, we didn't really have like boiled or steamed puddings. Is it like Yorkshire pudding, or I don't know. The worst part is Josie did it instantly. She just needed the permission. Knew from the moment I saw you were Navy vet that there would be plenty of motherfuckers in your vocab. Yes. The only rule is again that like I need to once I get on cam. If it's like a 5-minute cooldown where I'm not allowed to. I made it 4 minutes today, so I think that's pretty impressive. But yeah. Yeah. Cakes, not savory puddings? Oh. I don't know. We definitely didn't have those. But I like the name. Okay, what the hell is going on? I had a kidnapping dinner. What is a kidnapping dinner? What is that? Is that like one of those like role play dinner things? You know what I mean? Like, what? Can't wait to see what emotes we're gonna get. Honestly, I have so many ideas. Gosh, we're gonna need. I told Admiral I'm gonna need help paring down like what I want because I'm like, oh my god, this would be funny. No, this would be funny. So, abs emote needs to happen. It's just abs, and shoulders. We're getting 6 to start with, so you know I kind of need to be a little you know, little frugal with what we get, but abs and shoulders. Adrian is alive. Get him out of the basement. I promise we're not keeping him there. I promise. Eve, only abs. Adrian, you might want to tell them you're okay. They think that you're locked in the basement. He said definitely a salute is a must. A kidnapping dinner sounds like what happened to my uncle, just mafia. Like, oh. Oh, okay. All right. He's still fighting the pelican from months ago. He was in chat because he was actually taking a break from fighting the pelican. 3 abs and 3 shoulders. I think that's a nice variety of emotes. It's just abs and shoulders emotes. New people are like, why are her emotes just abs and shoulders? What pelican? What are we even talking about? Adrian fighting a pelican? Question mark? Possibly being locked in a basement. We don't know. Do you need help with that pelican? We need backup on the pelican, folks. It's getting crazy. He got eaten by a pelican some time ago. He was eating VTubers. He escaped and he was fighting it. Wow. What is this lore? I don't know. Sure, everything's good. Not a disaster at all. Context for you, Eve. I'm related to the Italian mafia. My grandmother was the daughter of a mafia boss. That's crazy. Holy crap. She probably has some crazy stories. It was on the Twitters. Ugh, I was not born yet. The Admiral had not given birth to me yet. So unfortunately I did not see that. I did not see the pelican. General quarters, the pelican is back. Hey, I've got a sound for that. Just a warning, it might jump scare you. I did turn down the volume on my sounds, so y'all can tell me. Y'all can tell me. We're just gonna. I don't know if that ah, there we go. It's the pelican alarm. It's not the general quarters alarm, it's the pelican alarm. Good volume on that. Okay, alright, awesome. It's a bit silent though. Okay, well. Maybe we'll turn up the pelican alarm. I'm not calling it the general quarters alarm anymore. It is strictly the pelican alarm. It's a bit quiet for me because I'm mobile. Yeah, might be because you're on mobile. I don't know. I don't know. Permission to panic, Eve? Are you... Is that what's going on? We're having pelican panic? I am not Eve, but granted. Not pelican panic. That's crazy. Set condition zebra throughout the ship. A conditioned pelican. I don't even know. Your bosun's pipe debut was kind of quiet for me. Really? Because everybody was like, oh shit, jump scare. Pelican attack. Launch the interceptors. Launch the alert 15 for the pelicans, please. Oh god, this is... This is gonna get clipped. This whole pelican fucking bullshit that we're on about. Permission to buzz the tower. Proceeds to buzz tower anyway. True. Chat, clip it. It's okay, at least it's not glorp. Oh gosh. I wish I could like animate, because I would animate that whole thing with Adrian fighting said pelican. Oh gosh. Sorry about the glorp. Oh god. Who y'all get those pelicans? I tune out for 5 minutes, and we're going to battle stations. We're going to battle stations over the pelican that Adrian is possibly still fighting. That's possibly in a basement. I should say allegedly. Allegedly still fighting a pelican. Allegedly in a basement for 3 months now. It only shows black and white pictures of me at the end. Oh gosh. Tuesday, March 18th at approximately 3:03 Eastern Standard Time marks the beginning of the Pelican War. Well, I guess the Pelican War started with Adrian, so we need to find out when he got jumped by the Pelican, possibly. He's fist fighting the Pelican right now. What did I walk into? I don't even know. This has gone off the rails. This has gone off the rails. We're no longer answering questions. We're talking about this alleged pelican situation. Are we going to lose to a bird? Let's see. Can we recruit Aussies for aid? They've got experience fighting birds. It's actually, yeah, it's now a joint mission. It's the US and Australia fighting pelicans together. Let's get back to questions before Admiral yells at us. Oh, he's gonna message me like, you've been on about pelicans for 10 minutes. This is something. Oh gosh. No, we didn't fucking win by hiring. Oh god. Oh no. We're definitely going off the rails now. He might be enjoying the pelican talk. I don't know. We'll find out. I've had 10 minutes of far weirder topics. Fair. We did go on about the camel spiders for a little bit during my debut, but you know, I feel like that's just the thing, is we have to go on about one animal per stream. Just yap on for at least 10 minutes. Camel spider, pelican, you know, doesn't matter. Admiral has been through worse. Mo. Mo does give everyone a run for their money. I live for it though. I live for it. What's your advice for those considering joining the Navy or the process of joining the Navy? Ooh, okay. So given it's been 6 years since I went through, or like close to 7 now. Oh God, I'm getting old. Since I went through the recruiting process, but there are some things to know. I would say go to the recruiter with somebody who has been in the military. Personally, there are really good recruiters out there, but there's also some like weird ones, you know? Admiral says don't fail the ASVAB. I do have some ASVAB tips if you want them. But, so ASVAB, right? My first test I got a 74, and my second test I got an 84. And, yeah, I would say go over the questions before, like, don't go in blind. Figure out how they ask the questions. You can actually get the books from your local library for free. And there's plenty of free resources out there that actually will, you know, show you how they'll ask questions. But anyway, ASVAB, it's multiple choice, so don't sweat it. There's going to be 4 choices, A through D, and there's always going to be 2 answers that are completely fucking wrong. So you can already omit 2 questions, and then there's going to be 2 questions that are kind of, you know, they're kind of that they look good. So that gives you a 50-50 chance at getting the question right. And that honestly goes for every Navy exam, to be fair. That there will always be 2 questions that look really good, and then 2 questions that are totally off. And if you can figure out the 2 that are totally off, then you have a 50-50 chance of getting a question right. So, yeah. And then Remy said, MEPS will do anything to give you a different rating. Don't fall for it. I actually signed originally as an HM. My recruiter was really good and called me back and said, hey, I've got an IT contract for you, which is what I wanted. So it is up to your recruiter to kind of do that for you and make that switch. Obviously, read your contract. I think that goes without saying. Always read every contract. That's not just a military thing or a MEPS thing. Just in general, if you're ever signing anything, you need to read it. But yeah, that is that's like my major tip for the ASVAB. We had to take the ASVAB as a senior final exam for NJROTC in high school. I did pretty good. Can't remember my exact score. Roommate did near perfect. We got a mage score. Holy shit. I've only met one person who got a mage score, which is 99. And he could get any job he wants. Yes, that's true. The higher your ASVAB score, the more options you're going to have available. So it's best that you do take the time to kind of read and understand what they're going to be asking you so that you can open up as many options as possible for yourself. But yeah. He said, remember people, you don't have to worry about recruiters if you have mandatory service. That's true. Actually, in the country I live in, given I'm not a citizen here, but they do have conscription, but they only conscript 10% of the eligible population. So, yeah, that is something. Do we have the background music 2 times? I hear snare drums twice. Oh, you're still hearing background music. Maybe it's because I have my desktop audio. That's probably why. You may have to wait for an MOS to open though. Yes, that's true. If you originally don't get the job that you want, you can wait. Pretend she's playing it through the entire bridge. Yeah, it's some calming lo-fi. But yeah. Yep. Did you do any overseas time? So the Lincoln was stationed in SoCal. So I really, the only overseas time that I did was 2 deployments. I wasn't stationed overseas. I'm overseas now, but I'm not active, so. Didn't want your mom to see Eve? Shame. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mobius's mom. She would kill me? Oh, okay. You did 1 deployment? Oh, nice. Yeah, I kind of went over it before, but I did a Middle East deployment during, whatchamacallit? During, why am I blanking? Holy shit. Operation Freedom Sentinel, that's right. So towards the end, and then I did a South China Sea tour. So Mom would want a lot of questions answered. Some might be ones Mobius is not ready to answer. Tell your mom that girls with abs are amazing. True. True. Very true. Tell your mom she's a historical advocate. True. True. I just take the form of a buff anime lady. Let's see. My friends were climbing mountains during Freedom Sentinel. Don't join the infantry, kids. Yeah, I was just on the ship, big chillin'. Why are so many people talking about your mom now? I feel uncomfortable. Because your mom's cool. We all want to say hi to your mom, that's why. Was there Dr. Pepper at deck? You mean like on board? Yes. We had vending machines on board, and they did have Dr. Pepper, and I had one watch officer that was a Dr. Pepper fiend. Like, dude drank no water, just Dr. Pepper. I really don't know how he survived. Any Marine stories? Yes, I did tell one Marine story already. I'm trying to think of another good one. A good Marine story. I really didn't interact with them too much on board. So, yeah. My standee came in as I was going to my parents to play caregiver for 2 weeks. I had to pick them up on the way. So I got to explain to her I wasn't just a filthy weeb, but I was supporting a cool group. I've already talked about Papa Eve before and him going on Tiger Cruise, but Papa Eve and Mama Eve were very, very happy about my weeb tendencies because it meant that I wasn't doing crazy shit as a teenager. I was in my room watching anime. So they didn't really have much to worry about. They fully supported it. They're like, yeah, we'll drive you to, you know, whatever conventions you want to go to. Like, we don't really care. But yeah. Yeah. Typical unspoken stream rule, never mention something you don't want people to chat about. So true. Very true. Marines typically aren't on carriers in big numbers. That's true, but the Lincoln was fitted for F-35s, which is why we had a Marine squadron on board. But yeah, I really didn't interact with them very much. Yeah, they definitely weren't allowed where I was working, so there was that. I will say the funniest thing that I heard was when we do general quarters drills, obviously we do firefighting, and in passing I heard a Marine go, "Ugh, there they go again. They're gonna go play pretend firefighter." I was like, honestly, that is what we're doing. So that was pretty good. I appreciated his honesty. It was also late at night when they called general quarters, so yeah. Hi Eve, on a quick lunch break. So no time for a question, just wanted to drop in to say hi and say thank you and your VFleet sisters for doing what you do to preserve our history and advocate for the veteran community. Y'all rock. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet, Javaholic. Opinion, let's see. I don't really have an opinion on that. Marine probably wanted to be a real fire for the role. So that actually happened. I had left the ship though. The catapult system actually caught fire. It was pretty bad. I was actually very concerned because obviously I'm not on the ship and I care very dearly about my sailors who are on the ship. But yeah, it was on the O3 level, and there were some people who did not understand that like it was a legitimate actual emergency and kind of just stood there and froze. So yeah, I don't know if they were Marines. I think they were just Squadron Navy. So they're kind of removed. They don't really do firefighting on the ship. That is solely for ship's company. So, yeah. But did that end without trouble? Thankfully, yes. I think there was one person who actually got hurt during the whole thing, but it wasn't serious, thankfully. Again, I was off the ship by then. This was the underway after I had left, so I don't know the full details of it. But yeah, it is a sad reality, but it is something that we train for, and we train for quite aggressively. Whether it's boot camp, or it's just GQ drills. We constantly drill firefighting, and we constantly drill fire team, hose team. There's also people who were on teams for dewatering in case there were leaks in the hull. You had flooding, so lots of fun stuff. I could yap about damage control all day. Unfortunately, I had to get very qualified in damage control. Yeah, best be prepared in the actual event of fire. Absolutely. Any planes miss their landing? Absolutely. It happens all the time where, bird doesn't catch for whatever reason. Usually during CQ or carrier qualifications, that's where we're actually qualifying new pilots, and they're learning how to land on the carrier. So yeah, it happens. All they do is they just continue. They go full throttle, and they go back up, and they, circle around the ship and try again. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's not like they fall over the edge. I mean, it's happened. That has happened before, but not on my ship. They just kind of just do another circle around and try again. So by the way, whenever there's an incident that's minor on the ship, half of the chain of command is relieved. It depends on the incident. In that case, the chain of command wasn't relieved because it wasn't their fault that the cats caught. So it's something that can happen, and it's a risk, and everybody kind of knows it's a risk. So damage control, enlighten us. What part of damage control do you want to yap about? Did anything weird ever get launched from your ship, Catapult? No, we didn't launch anything weird. Unfortunately, I had like one really fun CO and then two COs who were not fun at all. Which is just the way that it goes. So unfortunately, we did not get to launch anything fun. There are bugs and stuff on the ship. Yeah, there's bugs that'll come on board. It happens. But yeah. If you start seeing bugs like, and you've been out to sea for like 50 some odd days, like that's gonna be a big no. Any ghosts on ship? Not on my ship, but they're like the kid. I had a friend who was on the kid who has some ghost stories from the kid, but none on the Lincoln that I know about. Did you see more literal bugs or software bugs? Definitely software bugs. Definitely software bugs. I think I only saw a bug like once on the ship, and it wasn't. We were also in port, so it wasn't like, oh my god, a bug. But yeah. Had terrible damage control compared to USN who patched holes in minutes. Our damage control program, in general, damage control programs, we like to say they're written in blood. So in order for us to create a policy, something horrible had to happen, which sucks. Yeah. I will say that in the case that another allied force is having issues, we do go over there to help. When I was on Rimpak, towards the end, one of the Peruvian ships actually had a fire on board while they were in port. So the duty section actually sent some sailors over to go help them fight that fire and also provide them with some MREs and stuff, because they didn't really, I don't know if they didn't have the stores necessarily, or they just needed the extra hand. So it happens, and we just do the best we can to help out. Am I a Dr. Pepper enjoyer? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in a while. Did your ship have a donut machine? No. We had donuts every now and again. Sometimes the CSs would cook some donuts, but not a donut machine. Hamster. Oh, you're asking what a hamster is? It's chicken cordon bleu. Any boot stories? Oh god, a ton. I actually am thinking about, and you guys can let me know if you actually want to see this. The Navy came out with their boot camp video about 6 months before I went. And so we were talking about possibly doing a watch-along stream for that, because some of the RDCs that show up were some of my RDCs, or temporary RDCs, I should say. So yeah, we can do that. For bootcamp stories, I think the first time that I realized, like, this place is the funniest place I can't laugh is probably when we had this guy that was like, he said, yeah, petty officer. I can't remember exactly what he was asked, but he responded with, yeah, petty officer, which they did not like. And we were not medically cleared to be dropped yet, so my RDC told him, okay, that's fine. Go stand at the wall over there and repeat, yeah, wall, until I tell you to stop. And this kid went on for 20 minutes. I was like genuinely trying to listen to what my chief was saying, and she was like trying to give us suggestions and everything, or not suggestions, but instructions, and I just sat there like trying not to laugh. Yeah, essentially he got sent to the timeout corner. Another one they like to do when we weren't medically qualified to be dropped yet is they don't like it when you have a towel on your shoulder when you come out of the bathroom, like if you go to shower. So they used to make the guys, at least the male like birthing, walk around the entire perimeter of the room and say, I like to put my towel over my shoulder. Like, just repeat. Just repeat it. If they did not buckle their seatbelts on their backpack, which was just like a strap that went around your waist, you had to put on your backpack and hold the straps out. Hold the straps out to the side, walk around the compartment and say, I like to live my life dangerously. But yeah. And then, I mean, that was just for the first week. And then once we went through P-Days and we were medically qualified to be dropped / what we call beat, then it was game over. Like, we were doing push-ups, we were doing sit-ups, we were doing air chairs, we were doing flutter kicks and all that fun stuff. But yeah, my friend had a story where a guy lost their battle buddy and had to carry a giant rock. I believe it. I love that though. I definitely love that. I said, you are getting a pet rock. But yeah. In what way lost? Died or just lost sight of him? I just lost sight of him. This is boot camp. Like, trust me, they're definitely not doing anything high speed low drag. So yeah, definitely just lost sight of him. Let's see. So that's how Eve got ripped. Somebody was also asking, how much can you lift? Oh God, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have been slacking. I've been doing a lot of Pilates. So I haven't been doing any weightlifting. Just because I got an injury, and so I can't really do very much, unfortunately. So Pilates it is. It does the trick though. It definitely does the trick. Remy says, I got mad at the instructors during swim. Internally didn't show it because the USS Indianapolis combat pool focused more on how the ship sailors couldn't swim over history of the ship was in. Did you have to do the, oh God, what was it? They did like a man overboard drill where you had to get into a raft. I know, I feel like there were some people that did and some people that didn't. You have the answer to where's your battle buddy is, no idea. Great, nailed it. Can I submit an ID10T form to gain access to the ship? Oh, that's a good story. We had this one guy who just got to the ship, and you know we were doing some lighthearted stuff with him. He was like Bubba from Forrest Gump in the way that he talked, the way that he walked, literally everything. He was just Bubba. We told him to go get some sound-powered phone batteries. I'll repeat that again. Some sound-powered phone batteries. He went into our storage space and came back with batteries. Obviously, they were not for the sound-powered phones. Dropped them on my desk and said, here you go. And I was like, buddy, sound-powered phone batteries. He goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. And then he brought me batteries for the battle lanterns. And I was like, that... yeah. That was pretty good. See, what about the blinker fluid and keys for the Humvee? Yeah, unfortunately we don't have Humvees, so have to be a little more. That was a private and not E4 Mafia. I was the E4 Mafia telling him to go get sound-powered phone batteries. He, at the time, I believe he was an E2. And I was the watch officer at the time. There was nothing going on. We felt like messing with people. All lighthearted messing with people, of course. I have been asked to rotate the ice, get the pickle juicer in the bag of steam. Have you seen Angry Cops Battle Buddy meme stuff? I have. Why does the key for the Humvee say master on it? The fat electrician. Oh gosh. The mythical unicorn? You ever get the find the 05? Oh, like the CW05? What about chem light batteries? That's a good one too. But no, I asked for sound powered phone batteries. I never asked for chem light batteries. What's funny is I could not do the CW05 thing because we did. There is a CW05 in the Navy. So I could not do that. Carriers, I will say, like, higher ranks are like a dime a dozen. So you'll have like a full bird 06 captain walking by and it's just a regular Tuesday. Yeah. I think it scares people who aren't on carriers a lot, but yeah. I also like working on the 03 level. You get to see a lot of officers. It's officer country, so. What rank did you leave the Navy with, if you're allowed to say? I have no problem saying I left as an E5. So I got out as IT2. Marines have O5 in squadron, but rarely see them, and if you do, no one will believe you. That's true. That's true. Any screw up you or your shipmates did in service stories? I was a good cookie. The only counseling chip that I got was for being late to turn in a qualification that the person who issuing me the qual was also late for. So honestly, was not deserved in my opinion. Very hypocritical. But I have seen somebody get a counseling chip for being broke. ITs, we have security clearances. So if you go into debt, it's not good. So I never thought in my career that I would see, you know, I never thought that I would see somebody, you know, get a counseling chit for being too broke. But you know, if I find it one day, I will read it to you guys. Obviously omitting names, but yeah. Debt means you're vulnerable to bribery. Very true, very true. He had actually gone into debt for all of the reasons that junior enlisted usually get into debt, which is getting a fancy car, putting subs in said car, putting rims on the car, and you know, yeah, it was major car debt. Being broke in the military, bro bought the photo package. No, I fear he bought the 26% APR. It wasn't even a Charger. It wasn't even any, like, you know, stereotypical car. It was a Kia Soul that he got a really crap loan on, and then I forget what the interest rate was, and then he again souped up said Kia Soul. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea. I accept bribes regardless of how much money I have. Whiskey. Oh gosh. You know somebody got 42%? Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, hey Manty, so we have Thanksgiving rules here, so thanks Remy for that. Thanksgiving dinner rules. We don't talk politics or religion. Current acting is Sonar Watch for a friend playing Cold Waters. We might have a song class, lads. My friend leaves it up to you if we blast it, Eve. He's screen sharing with me, by the way. We need action. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Let's see. Your first car loan was 3.2 and a Porsche. So the reason why like a lot of military get into these kind of predatory loans is because they're like 18-year-olds with zero credit history at all. They just left mommy and daddy's house. They don't know how to buy a car in the first place, or don't have anybody who will help them. I mean, I used to tell my sailors, like, if you're gonna buy a car, I will absolutely go with you, and just make sure you don't get into predatory loans. This guy, however, decided, screw that. We are not going to do that. He's going to go to a used car lot, and get a loan through them. He didn't even check out the car, which is also an issue. And yeah. So it's unfortunately a tale as old as time for service members, especially junior enlisted, getting really expensive cars with really high interest rates. So, do you have a favorite military ball story? I went to the Marine Corps ball once with a friend of mine, and they weren't really too rowdy because they were all aviation. So unfortunately, I did not get the experience of grunts at the Marine Corps ball. I hear those are the people that you have to have around you for a crazy ball. Okay, how about we politically talk about whether Eve's abs or shoulders are better? Oh gosh. Oh no. I mean, I did have fun at that ball. It was pretty cool, considering my command balls got canceled due to COVID and other things. So, you know, I really didn't get that experience. And also, I was deployed. Like, every time Navy ball season would roll around, we were deployed. So, unfortunately, did not get a Navy ball, but it was still cool. It was still cool. Abs are better. Okay, we've got a lot of votes for abs. I'll give you, you know what? You guys have been very good. You guys have been very good. So here, shoulders. Yeah, okay. There you go. Shoulders. How long do you prefer your streams to go on for? I was thinking we would wrap up on the hour. So like, you know, usually like 2 hours I think are pretty good. Because that way I start streaming at 7 my time, and then, you know, 9 p.m. for my old lady bedtime, which is 10. Because otherwise, if I don't go to sleep, I just won't sleep, which is great. Eve's personality is better than abs and shoulders. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, all right, we'll put the jacket back on. We'll take it off like right beforehand. I don't. Admiral's gonna be like, put your jacket back on. They did not deserve abs or shoulders. Yeah, Navy sleep schedules are rough. Like I said during my debut, I slept so good on the ship, and then once I got out of the Navy, my sleep went to absolute shit. Like, I mean, obviously, we've talked about the spicy nostalgia and everything. That's one part of it, but like, I miss hearing the jets take off. And also the rocking of the ship. The rocking of the ship like rocks you to sleep. It's very nice, you know what I mean? But yeah. As I said, are we talking about personality or personality? Sleep is great. I just never get it. Sleep on my behalf, Eve. I don't know, you were up the other day early. I was like, oh my god. Go to sleep, Josie. So I'm operating on degen hours. Let's see. So if we cradle you, you would sleep like a child? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Honestly, can't be as bad as a submarine. Again, I will never, ever, ever go near a submarine. Submarine, not my thing. Not cool. Don't like it. Mm-mm. Have you ever met Jody? Unfortunately, I have. Yeah, my first deployment. My first deployment. Unfortunately, I met Jody. That was great. Like a month before I came home. Yeah, awesome. Basically go to sleep at 3 to 4. Yeah, that's about the time. Like if I don't go to bed at 10, then we're gonna go to sleep at 3 or 4. But yeah. My obsession, count the medals whenever I see ribbons. Gosh darn, man. So actually, yeah, my ribbons are from CB6 and CVN 65. Basically, I just took the ribbon racks from both those ships, threw it into Easy Rack Builder, and I wanted to make sure that like everything was in order and that we were as accurate as possible. So yeah, right, because CVN 80 has no service record. Because she is -3 years old, as Whiskey said. But yeah. I was actually very surprised that Easy Rack had all of the awards. I actually got really concerned, obviously, because CB6 That's grandma. That is big grandma. So I was afraid that they wouldn't have the awards in there, but they did. So. Will you be getting an updated model of new Big E deployed Star Scanner rooms? I don't know. I do not know. That I do not know. Don't give me a microphone to talk about grandma. I'll be there for hours. Let's see. I wish I could get a copy of my ribbon order. I need to get newer copy since mine are faded. Oh, I mean you can still just go over to Easy Rack Builder. Honestly, I might do that. I neglected to make a shadow box for like 2-3 years now. But I'm finally at the point where I think I will make a shadow box, which means I have to get all my awards. And the last ribbon rack I have, I don't know where it went. To be fair, I don't know where it went. Will there be a watch along of Animarchy's Grandma series? Oh, we could. We definitely could. As long as Animarchy is okay with that. We absolutely could. We could do a movie night. Movie night of Grandma. Grandma Yap. You're gonna hit a decade out 2 years. Yeah, Easy Rack Builder, by the way, not sponsored. We should say that. We are not sponsored by Easy Rack Builder, but I will swear by it. I will definitely swear by it. Eve, how would you react if I casted Rain of Camel Spiders on you? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. We will not be casting any camel spiders at all. No. No. Yes, he did. Awesome, thank you. Yes, Whiskey, you definitely should take a peek. But yeah, no fucking camel spiders. Camel spiders will get you one of these. We're not doing camel spiders fucking at all. Yeah. No camel spiders here. No, thank you. If I cast nuclear rain, will it rain down on the spiders? That is one thing we definitely do not need, is nuclear camel spiders. Absolutely not. That absolutely fucking not. I cannot think of anything worse, actually, other than nuclear camel spiders. No. Not only will you answer Eve, you'll get attacked by the devil dogs for messing with their pets. Yeah, the devil dogs can have the camel spiders as their pets. I do not do the camel spiders. I've seen them in person twice. Do not like them. I do not like them, Sam I am. Hence why they were under my dislikes, because they are so fucking creepy, dude. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Tellurian hook spiders are the worst. Oh, do I want to look that up? Do I want to look that up? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I should. Chat, do I look up Whiskey's terrifying spider that she dropped in the chat? Oh god. Yes, you do. It starts. Oh! Oh my god. I totally blanked. You are so right. Oh god. This is not even a real spider. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just nowhere's near me. Like I said, the only spider that is like okay are those little jumping spiders. They're pretty cute. Like the Lucas the spider, you know what I mean? spiders are a great source reference. It like literally fucking, oh god. I need to watch more because I fear you said Lucas fan. I fear I'm losing my lore. Ugh. Let's see. Why am I hearing my name? We're talking about Lucas the spider. The cute little spider with the big ass eyes. Daddy Longlegs. Daddy Longlegs are cool. Just like I said, just a head empty this evening. Yeah, we've had a lot of head empty days. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. It's been a lot of head empty evenings. It's also because I stopped drinking caffeine at a certain time. And I'm unfortunately a caffeine addict. So yeah. That is the only way to function, I fear, is with caffeine. Every day is head empty day. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, some days are worse than others. My head has never been full. Fair. After dealing with my internet escapades, my head is big empty. Big empty. Let me tell you about the Australian huntsman spider, and Lucas goes, let's not. Oh gosh. I'm sad I missed your debut, but I am here, so hello there. Hello! Welcome. I do have the debut uploaded, so you can absolutely go and watch it. Rewatch it again, where we talked about camel spiders for the first time. And now we are talking about them again. Camel spiders and pelicans. What a mix. What a mix. What an interesting nap stream. Zach Hazard said, I've done all the smart stuff while in the military. That's why I'm so stupid now. More or less so true. So true. Gets its name by virtue of the fact that it doesn't build webs. Instead, it uses very long legs to chase its prey down. Well, oh god. Oh god. The spiders. You don't like pelicans? No, I have no problems with pelicans. Adrian has problems with pelicans, and it allegedly has been Why are we talking about this again? Apparently, allegedly, Adrian has been fighting a pelican in a basement for 3 months. New Adrian lore drop. I don't really know. But yeah. Yeah. And we went on about the pelicans for a solid 10 minutes, adding to the lore, the pelican lore. I prefer jumping spiders that ambush their prey and then just pounce on it. Yeah, the whole chasing thing is kind of unnerving, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Why is there a pelican in your basement? No comment there? No comment. Can I have a good night even though I'm sleeping in 3 hours? Well, we're gonna say good night in about 10 minutes. You know, we'll wrap up the yap sesh. We've gone full circle back to pelicans. So if you stick around for 10 more minutes, you can absolutely get a good night. The pelican is her fishing buddy. Apparently it's got something against Adrian. I don't really know. I just learned about this pelican thing like today. This is the chillest chat ever. Opinion on hot sauce? I'm not opposed to hot sauce, but I'm like not a hot sauce maniac. Like I still like to taste my food, you know? So I don't like shit that's like super hot, if that makes sense. Like I'm definitely like I sit at a 5, like, because I still want to enjoy my food. I will never go full ball for the full spiciness. on anything. But yeah. It ate Adrian. Well, apparently it didn't eat Adrian. It just, they're fighting. They've been fighting for 3 months. It makes me feel any better. I had high hopes for Enterprise and VFleet, but my expectations were not only exceeded, they were completely blown away. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just chilling and listening. Yeah, that's what, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. We're all just chilling and yapping. I like Frank's Red Hot anymore. It tastes vinegary. Frank's Red Hot isn't bad. It's definitely not the go-to. The one I can't do anymore is Texas Pete because it was on the ship and we always had Texas Pete at the tables. I can't do it anymore. It's just way too much Texas Pete. But yeah. I'll raid a VFleet sister once we're up. Oh yeah, Remy, who's actually online? I guess I should check, right? Is there anybody? Because I know Kat will be starting. Okay, cool. Well, then we'll hang on until Kat gets online. Let's see. I ain't reading that moment. Wait, what am I not reading? Now I have the too bad I'm not reading them in my head. I used to put Texas Pete on 90% of my food while in service. Yeah, that's why I can't do it anymore. Like, genuinely can't do it. I'm a simple man. Just give me some Tabasco, be happy. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind Tabasco either. Although Tabasco was the first thing to run out on the ship. So we were kind of stuck with the Texas Pete. But yeah. Cat is starting in 30 minutes, by the way. I mean, we can hang on for 30 minutes. I'm not opposed. 30 minutes, her schedule says 4 p.m. Now I'm reading. Now I'm lost. She just tweeted she's gonna be like, oh, okay. What does that mean my question can be answered? Wait, what? Again, if I didn't get your question, just drop it below. What is your biggest donation? Well, it's my, I guess, first stream after debut. So I don't really have one. Lost in the sauce. Yeah, pretty much. We just talked about hot sauce. Pretty much. So yeah, okay, now my dad came in. Well, hi Mobius's dad. Say hi mom, hi dad. Everybody's gonna say hi. Everybody say hi to Mobius's dad in the chat. See, if you tell us, we're gonna say hi. My entire family got a shout out. This is awesome. Eve, can we possibly get an Ara Ara? I'm not gonna say it like I would say it during the Sea Power stream. Possibly. Depends on how you behave. Aw, hi Mobius's parents. They are a good person. You should watch Eve with them. Aw. That's so sweet. Chat is being super sweet today. The funniest or craziest thing you've ever heard over the 1MC. Oh, I know this immediately. The funniest or craziest thing. Do you guys happen to know what a... Oh, okay. Trigger warning, this is gonna have to do with bodily toilet functions. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Yeah. So there's this thing called phantom shitter in the Navy. It's a phenomenon on quite a few ships. Basically, people go number 2 in places that you are not supposed to go number 2 in. Yeah. Toilet? Skibbity toilet? It's every other place except the skibbity toilet. Yeah, but it is a thing. It happens on ships quite often. So anyway, my first CO, he was stereotypical older Navy, just kind of said what came to mind. He really didn't give 0 fucks. So anyway, we're eating dinner. We're down in the galley having, I forget what the fuck. I just know that I had mashed potatoes, and that'll come into play in a second. He went on for 10 minutes over the 1MC, which is the one main circuit, and the one main circuit blasts throughout the entire ship for everyone to hear, calling out this phantom shitter who was going to the bathroom and then trying to stomp it down the shower drains. Yeah, for 10 minutes. My friend laughed so hard, he had mashed potatoes, like, coming out of his fucking orifices because he was not expecting our CEO to go on for 10 minutes about this. But yeah, that's probably the funniest thing that I've heard over the 1MC. Yeah. Yep, everybody at chat is like, ew. Yeah, it's gross, but it was really funny. It's like, we were not expecting that. It was also like my first month on the ship. So I definitely wasn't expecting to hear something like that. And yeah, it was definitely a nani da fuck moment. Yeah. He basically pulled a, Liam Neeson, like, I will find you and I'll, yeah. They find the metal gear. I mean, the phantom shitter, I don't think so. I actually don't think they ever found the phantom shitter. Or at least, if they did, they didn't really tell us who it was. And to be fair, like, I think it's probably best that we didn't know who it was because, chances are that person was mentally not doing so hot. So it's probably better, that way. But, yeah. There's no toilets? No. We have toilets. Trust. We have toilets, but yeah. Gonna lurk. Okay, Remy. Good luck. But yeah. Should we be concerned? I mean, this happened like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, so we're fine. We're fine. Have you ever streamed before, VFleet? I was like a FleshTuber streamer. And yeah, I would mainly do this, where I would just talk about Navy life. But I definitely wanted to try VTubing and didn't really have the means to do it. So, when I was approached, I was like, hell fucking yeah. I will absolutely do that shit. That sounds like so much fun. It also gave me a chance to get back into gaming because when I was in the Navy, I didn't do a lot of gaming, and then I never really got back into it. So I was like, shit, like this is my chance. I can try VTubing, and then I can also get back into gaming. And so far, I really love it. I love it. I love the fact that like I can, be Eve and kind of teach you guys some things about the Navy, and but also help museum ships, because obviously naval history is important. It's important to me, and I think you know, people can learn a lot from naval history, military history in general. So being able to run with that mission is really awesome, and it gives me a new sense of purpose. So we're glad you're in the universe of 2 dimensions. Thank you. Wait, there's a difference? A difference in what? Difference in what? Well, not all. Oh God. I'm not even gonna acknowledge what is going on in the chat right now. Oh God. Not the cult, not the mention of the cult. What is your opinion of the Marines getting their original home? Yes, I want to go so bad. Holy crap. Holy crap. I cannot wait. And the minute that it's built, I will absolutely be going. That shit is so fucking... I saw that and I was like, yep, that's on the list of things I want to visit / go to. So, bold of you to think you're not part of the cult. You've... True. I think, yeah. There'll be some times until, or sometime until I am fully indoctrinated into said cults. But yes. No, I have not heard of that. That's a lot of letters. Safe to say, going as soon as it's rebuilt, you'll have to fight devil dogs. Yeah. Oh yeah. I fully understand that, but yeah, I I need to go. I absolutely fucking need to go. Yes, that is what we're talking about. The museum is attempting to rebuild. Yes. Not attempting. It will happen. And I guarantee you, like, if they run into issues, they would have a slew of Marines who would be willing to just lay brick and do shit just to get that shit back. Absolutely. Eve, if there's one thing to know, I know someone will draw you with your boots off and you'll have to accept it, maybe even embrace it. Well, I know at least that I have not commissioned any of that, so... How are you at singing? Do you want your pet goldfish to croak? Because it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Maybe take your pet goldfish out of the room if I ever start singing. Yeah. Or birds. It's like, it'll be like Shrek and Fiona. She makes the bird explode. What's the first smartest branch? The smartest branch? Well, now it's the Space Force. It used to be the Air Force, but now it's definitely the Space Force. They've got some super nerds over there. How successful of a tuber were you prior to VFleet? I mean, I had a decent community, but I definitely was not big. Definitely was not big. So I guess no quartet with Mofe and Josie. I will stand in the background dressed as the tree on the set of their music video. But yeah, tree number 2. Actually, I've told Josie about this. I was like, I will volunteer to be tree number 2, or bush number 4, but there will be no singing. as much as people clown on the chair force, they are some smart motherfuckers. Yes, they are. They absolutely are. Whiskey, I'll be the background dancer. Perfect. I think we have everything covered. I'm gonna be the tree. Whiskey will dance. Then they'll sing. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see. Who's... Can we... Oh, God. I think your voice fits a pissed off mother 3rd time's the charm. Okay. Who's this motherfucker who just entered my grid square? Die. Right now. Or later. Reset our ass. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at voice acting. To be fair. To be fair. I have to have some like liquid courage if you want me to get to voice acting. Is it true that Marines eat crayons? It very much is true. Very much is true. 100%. Oh, good enough. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Can we get a For the Republic? Oh gosh. At least you tried. Yeah. Like I said, I need the unenthusiasm works. Okay. If you say so. Marines will fight you to get their special candy. Well, I mean, did you guys... not sponsored, but there are crayons ready to eat. So, look that up. It's pretty great. You can color with them, too. I really want to order some and try them. So. For Super Earth. I don't know why I read that. I thought you were gonna ask me to say something else. Crayons, just think about Marines. Make them fruit flavored. There are also, Crayola made some like crayon gummies, which is pretty sick. I saw them in Bahrain. I don't know if they're stateside. Oh, you see the crayon gummies? Okay. Like I said, I've only ever seen them in the Middle East. I've never seen them in the States. There was also, do you guys remember those like crayon popsicles? Those shits fire. Love those. Could fuck up some crayon popsicles, 100%. They're stateside in Dollar Trees. You know what else Dollar Tree has? Rip-Its. But not the ones in the little cans that like you usually get on deployment. The ones in the little cans slap. I don't know what it is about that little can. It makes it taste better. And I'm like half tempted to email Rip-It and be like, yo, do you have those little cans available for sale? But yeah. You might summon some Marines. Well, we already have Marines in the chat. We already have Marines in the chat. Rip-It's her monster. Rip-It's, actually, surprisingly, I think it's a trauma bond thing, to be honest. I think it's a trauma bond for anybody who has had them on deployment. But yeah. What's my favorite type of cheese? Not really a cheese person. Surprisingly, not a huge cheese person. Yeah. I like the little Baby Bell cheeses. They're pretty good. Pretty fire. But I'm like not a huge cheese connoisseur. Maybe, you know, eventually. I'll try one of those fancy charcuterie boards or whatever they're called. But yeah. Not even Parmesan? I mean, I like Parmesan. Can we see the abs? For you, Nitro Nick, you can have abs all the time. Just don't tell Admiral, because he says we need to not show abs. There you go. Quick, abs. All right, cool. He's gonna watch the VOD later and be like, no abs, no abs. Charcuterie boards? Yes, charcuterie boards. Eventually, I'll try one of those fancy charcuterie boards, but don't know. It's like cheese is just not the first thing that I go for. To be honest. But yeah. Watch if you get banned for showing abs. Well, I'm not gonna get banned for showing abs, but Merle has a abs rationed. Yes, yeah, it is. It's a ration. Once we get like goals and stuff like that we have to reach, then the ration's gonna get really strict. I'm taking one for the team now, showing you guys abs and shoulders. Your model will suddenly be full covered. I'm gonna get a t-shirt eventually that says, I showed my abs too much. And I'm gonna be ordered to wear it. Let's see. Waking up at 06 and go to sleep 22 for the past years now. Never drank an energy drink or coffee. That is fucking impressive. My second question is, how did you function? And then my third question is, did you have a different vice? Because I don't... I unfortunately had the caffeine vice, and then I had the nicotine vice that I eventually kicked, thankfully. But when I was full E4 Mafia, I fear I was a part of the stereotype fucking perfectly. But yeah. Tight shirt that still shows the shape of abs. No, I feared that I would probably be given one of those really, really baggy shirts. And then there would be no hint of abs, you know, nothing, unfortunately. Yeah. It would be big sad. The E4 Mafia exists? Absolutely exists. How do you think everything gets done? It is 100% the E4 Mafia, and I can confidently say that as a former E4 Mafia, and then an E5 who had to call on said E4 Mafia. You don't ask questions when they do things. You just go along with it. You don't ask them how they did it, how they accomplished it. Again, you just settle for the results. But yeah. E4 Mafia exists when you don't want it to. That's true too. Yeah. There's sometimes I'm like, could you have Mafia to slightly less? It's okay, at least we would all know the glorious abs days. You'll get them taken to a smoke pit for it. Oh my god. Oh, I just had a... Reading is hard. Evie, you'll get them taken to the smoke pit if you access the mafias. I mean, that's where you find them. It's where you find them to go do your bidding. Is usually the smoke pit. So. Yeah. Can we abstain from them? Oh gosh. But yes, they absolutely do exist. And again, that is genuinely how the majority of the shit that gets done is through the E4 Mafia. I'm a Marine, words aren't my strong suit. I like full on, it wasn't anything that you typed, it was literally, I just had a full on like stroke there. Like I was like one step away from smelling burnt toast. I was like, oh my god. What's the E4 Mafia? It is comprised of a bunch of people who obtain the rank of E4, and they move in secret and they move in silence. They don't necessarily go about things like the conventional route or the way that you're supposed to, or sometimes even the street legal route, as we call it. But you don't ask questions. Whether you are junior enlisted and you're getting orders from the E4 Mafia, or you are an E5 giving the order to the E4 Mafia, you do not ask how they got shit done. It's just you don't want to know. Like, half the time you just do not want to know. The E4 Mafia moves faster than the rumors. So true. So true. Yeah. They fix the problems. That's all that matters. Exactly. They fix it. You don't ask questions. You just don't. You don't ask questions. Yeah. There are some things that I will never speak of that I did as E4 Mafia. Out of fear that they would call me back to question my method. Yeah. Don't question the method. I will say that I, at all times, had a tube of super glue in my pocket. Yeah. So you can imagine there were some things that needed to be, you know, just a little super glue patch. You know what I mean? Isiko, hi, how are you? Scream fish. Oh my god. It's 9:30 at night. I'm gonna scream fish. Oh boy. Or sorry, 9:18. Super glue, yes. Yeah. A variety of brands too. Gorilla Glue, Uhu Glue, E6000. You know, it's honestly just whatever I happen to pick up at the store. You know what I mean? Super glue and duct tape, two things that keep the world together. So true. My screen time has run out. I must return to sleep now. Good night. Well, good night. Have a good night. Did the recruiter have a bunch of trinkets at the office that you could take home? Yeah. Actually, yeah. Mainly like those really crappy pens. I got a water bottle and a lanyard. And then I got like a shirt and a drawstring bag once I entered DEP. But yeah, I did get recruiting freebies. Let's see, WD-40, that too. I had to be careful with WD-40 because any aerosol on the ship, like it was like extremely controlled. So if I wanted to bring it onto the ship, I essentially had to sneak it on and use it when nobody was looking. There's also some things that like are considered hazmat that like they don't allow you to possess or have in your possession, and you have to go about checking it out a certain way. So yeah, you have to move strategically. So if it moves when it should, it's super glue. It doesn't move when it should, WD-40. So true. Is there anything you had access to in the Navy that you don't have access to now that you miss? Not really. Yeah. I don't think there's anything that I had access to per se. I had a pretty mundane 4 years. But yeah. Have you watched the legendary anime King of the Hill? I have. Make sure to use those thigh pockets. Oh, honestly, you know the pockets on the uniform? Absolutely fantastic. I do kind of miss that. Like literally having pockets everywhere. Having pockets everywhere. I didn't know that, you know, they would come in handy, but those pockets were absolutely snack pockets. Like I said, they were also super glue pockets. But yeah, have you walked on the grass? Yes, I have walked on the grass. Absolutely. How did you combat seasickness? I actually didn't get seasickness on the carrier. Carriers have something called listing, which is essentially where they move water underneath the deck, so that it keeps the ship level, so that, you can, take off on the ship. And it's like a flat surface and it's level and everything. It wasn't ever like completely level, but as level as you can get. So I really didn't have any seasickness. I think the most I got sick, I had double dragon on the ship. That's horrible. It's really bad. It's like Bali belly or like, it's absolutely fucking horrible. That's the most sick I've ever been on the ship. But that's like the plague, and it will go throughout the ship with a fucking quickness. So, dwagons? Yeah, but like not the good dwagon. It's a really bad dwagon. Like we're talking line out of medical. Bad dwagon. No, safety, not that one, but like, yeah. No. Whiskey caught it. That's why I called safety. That's not what we're talking about, but. Saturday we spent an hour trying to fix a brand new insulator. It was incorrectly glued together and it didn't work, so we gave it up. I used the old one after we cut it down to fit again. Oh no. I hate how people gotta pass through my room to go to the bathroom. So I keep switching tabs. Oh, that's what's going on? Did the carrier have those little wings on the side that are on cruise ships? I believe they're called bridge wings. Like, what do you mean wings on the side? I've also never been on a cruise ship, so I'm sorry. Has anyone ever glitter bombed a ship? I have. I actually did that. During Christmas, we got extended on deployment, so the morale and welfare, they decided to run like a door decorating contest. So I got fake snow and I got glitter, and I put the glitter in said fake snow, and then I put the fake snow all over the outside where our door was, and there was glitter in that little area for, oh god, I don't even know. Like, I was still finding glitter like 2 years later. Yeah. I glitter bombed the ship, but it was by accident. Like, it wasn't, bored sailors are a menace. Well, it was an MWR event, we were having fun. So so yeah. A majority of it came up, to be fair, but it was definitely stuck in the non-skid for a while, so. But yeah. Will we ever get a pickup line stream? Like, where I just start saying pickup lines? I don't know. I tell dad jokes occasionally in the Discord. But I don't know about that. Maybe it'll be something that we create a reward for. But yeah. Did you all have mandatory fun time? No. My division did not. We unfortunately had too much work, but I do know some divisions who had mandatory fun, and they were forced to go like picnic on the beach, and people were like, I just want to go home, man. Like, I don't want to do any mandatory fun. But yeah, we unfortunately had too much work on the regular, so. Said fin stabilizers? No. Don't invite me to that stream. Don't want to get Power Wash Simulator. Oh my gosh. I am playing a rent-a-car simulator on Friday. And I picked the most cursed looking one that I could find. Oh gosh. No, I did not hear. What? Oh yeah, the Power Wash Civic. That is infamous. The one thing about me is always on Friday we will be doing an indie game that is the most cursed fucking thing that I can find, because I find those to be absolutely hilarious. But yeah. The best honor CV6 would be a car rental simulator. Yes. Yep, we're doing that on Friday. It is on my schedule. We will be running the best car rent-a-center that there ever was. But yeah. Let's see, Kat should be getting on in 3 minutes or so. So then we can go rate her. Since you enjoyed dad jokes, Eve, I have one. If you're interested, go for it. Go for it. Oh gosh, what is that? I'm gonna have to look that up now. I think a fitting simulator for you could be boat crew. It's committing a PT boat. Okay, okay. I will definitely look it up. Where do gods go to look at animals? They go to the Zeus. Oh gosh. Go to the Zeus. Cruise ships have stabilizers because they move at slower speeds, but need to maintain high maneuverability in ports. Oh, interesting. Learned something new. Okay. Yeah, I don't know very much about cruise ships. I'm not gonna lie. Navy ships, quite a lot. But not cruise ships. Not cruise ships. Eventually. I think eventually I will be okay to go on a cruise. But I think I had enough boat for a little bit. You know, I need to reset my boat tolerance, you know what I mean? After 3.5 years and living on the boat and everything, you know, I kind of have to chill out on the boats. Let's see. Cruise ships mechanically are the same, more optimized for comfort. Because, you know, well, I would hope they would be more more optimized for comfort. Ma'am, you are a boat. True. I know somebody who like gets like really frustrated when you call a carrier a boat. So whenever I say, "Oh, I'm going to the boat," they would be like, "What are you talking about? That's a ship. That's obviously a ship. It's too big to be a boat." I'm like, "No, it's the boat. It is 100% the boat. Sorry, not sorry." But yeah. But submarines are boats. But I will never again. Submarines are just not it. Just not it. No subs, please. No subs. They make creepy noises, like I said. A boat is smaller than a ship. I mean, true, but whenever I was going back to the ship, whatever, it just was automatically the boat. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was because like we were too desensitized to it, or I don't know. But I don't know. Retyping my dad joke for you. Hawaiians are very chill people. Even when they laugh, they prefer loha. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. So you wouldn't visit the one submarine the Navy stole in World War II. I will look at it and I will admire it from the shore. I I will not be getting on it though. Yeah. How long was I in the service? I was in for 4 years. Has anyone asked you any Black Clover related questions yet? No, they have not. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know. They just, like I said, they just make like creepy noises, dude. Like I don't. No. No. Do you have a fan art guild line? What kind of stuff are you comfortable with and not? Oh, guideline. I'm pretty comfortable with anything, to be honest. I don't really have any I don't know, any hard lines. So whatever you cook up, go for it. I love seeing all the fucking art. All the fucking art. But I'm really happy you asked that, and I appreciate that. I sent it on Discord and I'll say it here. I told my wife to stop looking at it. Oculus headset, she's not stopping. It's virtual insanity. I mean, I gotta know the basics. What Magic Knight Squad would you be in? Definitely the Bulls. Unfortunately, I do not have the fucking decorum for any of the other ones. Let's be very, very fucking clear. I've toned down quite a bit in my older age, but yeah, I do not have the fucking decorum to be in any other guild. I would not fit in. Yeah, and I like Vanessa for many reasons. Mainly, you know, her personality, both personalities. But yeah. Any military dark humor that you have heard and didn't laugh at? No, not really. I pretty much laugh at everything, especially dark humor. Again, that one I have to tone myself down for. I have to make myself, you know, a little more palatable. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people would be a little concerned with some of the shit that I cook up. Got to keep Twitch friendly. I mean, we're pretty friendly over here, I would say. I gotta ask you something serious. Are you a tomboy? Yeah, I would fucking say so. Hit me with max strength dark humor. I would have to send it in the Discord. I would have to send it to you. I don't even know if I could send it there. I would probably just have to send you a DM. Because yeah. I don't think I met a single vet that wasn't a dark humor. So true. so fucking true. So true. How much do you identify with kabedoning other fleet girls? So far, I have done it once before, and I'll fucking do it again. You'll have to do right. That I've been warned for too much dark humor once. Oh, you have? Yeah. I might have to do that because otherwise I'll get in trouble. We need all the art of Eve, all the girls, a kabedon. Quotes chat in the veteran Discord I'm in would get us all arrested. Fair. Very fair. Very fair. Very fair. Shark tooth. Yeah, that's one of the ones that I like. There's a cadence about that. Or I mean, there's a song that got turned into a cadence. Yeah, yep. We know that song, or at least I know that song. What is seafoam green? Like the green primer that the Navy puts on literally fucking everything? I never want to see that color again, to be fair. Like, it's just... It's one of those colors that, like, would actually just... I don't know. What type of coffee do you like? I like myself a cappuccino. Ooh, I usually go for black coffee, but if we are talking about mocha choca bullshit coffee, as I like to call it, which is like a shit ton of sugar, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of basic. Like I like a white mocha. Like white mocha is pretty good. White chocolate mocha. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I go for a caramel macchiato with loads of sugar. Ooh, that might be a really close runner-up. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, that might be a really good. But I like them iced. Like I like the caramel macchiatos iced. The white chocolate mocha, I can do hot or iced, and I'm good. But yeah. Oh, thank you for the raid. Midnight VTuber, hello. Nice. I only drink it black when I'm very tired. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm just broken. Like I got used to it. But yeah. Dropped in here with the gang. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. We're about to. I would need to see when Cat's getting on, because then we can raid her, because we're just about to wrap up over here. I don't know. Did she post an update? Does anybody know on the Twitters about when she's getting on? Let's see. Ah, it just popped up. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just got the notification that she popped up. So, like I said, during debut stream, we are always going to wrap up a stream with a Liberty Brief. Liberty Brief? Wow. Okay. As you can see, it is my bedtime over here across the pond. So anyway, Liberty Brief, Liberty Call. Do not make a life. Do not take a life. Okay? If you're drinking, don't drive. And if you're driving, don't drink. And if you happen to be arrested and go to jail, please establish dominance as quickly as possible. That is your Liberty Brief. Basically, don't do dumb shit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some ace combat. So we'll see how that goes, because like I said, sometimes driving a car is difficult for me. And we are going to go raid Cat. This is my first time ever doing a raid, so hopefully we can get that going. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.